Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lugness Monster, and this is Ask Lugness Monster episode 107, the series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in the next video, make sure to comment down below in this video, and I'll try my very best to answer it. Really quick though, we're actually giving away this Black Series Clone 2-pack at 15k subscribers. So if you do want a chance to win, 1, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, because you do have to be subbed to enter, and 2, once I do hit 15k, we'll release a giveaway video, and all you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. And of course, we still have our member giveaway for the month of August going on. For our standard members, we're giving away this Black Series Dengar figure, and for our premium members, we're giving away this Black Series Jessie. So consider going down and hitting that join button down below, because anybody who joins the membership during the month of August will automatically be entered into the giveaways. Anyway, on to the video. The first question says, "Hey Lukeness, of all the characters we've seen in Andor, do you think we could see a Kelia Markia and a Cynthia Kaz," and I'm so sorry if I butchered those names, "come to the Black Series line one day? Also, do you think that Hasbro will do a Black Series Imperial Death Trooper helmet seen in Andor someday?" Great question. As far as those two Andor characters go, I had no idea who they were until I had to look them up. That's just how kind of forgettable those characters are, so no, I don't think we're going to be getting them in figure form. Maybe if they have a big role in Andor Season 2, we could see them, but as far as like going back and making Andor Season 1 figures of them, I just don't see it happening. But I had to look up who these characters were to even remember who they were in the show, and at this point, I still don't even really remember what they did in the show. So no, I really don't think we're going to be getting figures of them. But as far as a helmet goes for like the roleplay line, I really freaking hope so. The Stormtrooper helmets Hasbro has done so far have been really good. I've pretty much gotten every single one they've done. They've done Shadow Trooper helmet, a Scout Trooper, normal Stormtrooper, Incinerator Trooper. They've done a ton of different helmets, and I would really love to see them kind of broaden their range on just different types of Stormtrooper helmets. I want to see a Death Trooper, a Shore Trooper, a TIE Pilot, AT-AT Pilot. There's a lot they could do, and I want to see them kind of expand on some of those Stormtrooper helmets. The next question says, "Do you think we will get a new Revenge of the Sith, Anakin and Obi-Wan at PulseCon? If not, when will we see them?" So we already do have both of them rumored by Yakface, but at this point it's really hard to tell when we're going to be getting them. Obviously we are going to be getting the Clone Wars Anakin from like the Ahsoka flashback, but as far as Revenge of the Sith Anakin and Obi-Wan goes, we just really don't know when we're going to be getting them yet, and that's just because they've been rumored from Yakface for a long time now, but they're not on any of his like master list leak lists. And so at this point we're having trouble kind of putting a date on when we're going to be seeing them. But as far as I can tell, and this is just my best guess, so take it with a grain of salt, is they're going to be released sometime mid to late 2025 in some sort of commemorative 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith packaging. So we'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping it's not going to take that long. But at this point, that's kind of my best guess. The next question says, "Hey Lukeness, would you be down to make a video comparing all of the different Clone Trooper molds?" That's a great question, and honestly, yeah, I think I would love to do that. I do have my Worst to First Clone Troopers 2024 edition coming out in a few weeks, so that one will definitely be out, and it'll be a comparison of every single Clone Trooper ever released. But I definitely want to do just a comparison video of the molds, just because there's a lot of new collectors out there that really don't know the difference, and so I'll definitely be putting out a video in the next month or so covering all the different molds, because I think it's really important to get that information out there for people who don't know. The next question says, "Hi Lukeness, is it possible that we're going to be getting a Mandalorian Judge in the not-so-far future, since the Black Series and Vintage Collection are often sharing characters and Vintage Collection already has the Mandalorian Judge?" Great question. At this point, like I said, it's hard to say. We just got like a bunch of the like Mandalorian Covert from Season 3 just released into the Black Series line, and so I'm guessing they're going to be taking a little bit of a break, but considering the Vintage Collection already has the Judge, it's definitely in the realm of possibility. For me personally, it's just not a character I care too much about. He didn't really have a super large role in Mando Season 3, and so it's one of those, like, if we don't get the figure, I don't think I'm going to be too upset about it. I have this kind of, like, Mandalorian fatigue going on right now, but I know a lot of people out there do want him, so I would be happy to see him in the line. But at this point, it's just hard to say if we are going to be getting him or not, but since they already do have him in Vintage Collection, it definitely bumps up that possibility a lot. The next question says, "Hey Lukeness, of all the premium roleplay helmets that have been released so far, do you think Hasbro will bring a 501st Clone Trooper and an Imperial Armored Commando to the helmet line someday?" Great question. As far as a 501st Trooper goes, 100% it has to be coming at some point. As far as Clone Trooper helmets go, they already have the mold for it, and so I'm surprised they haven't been doing a lot more repaints already. I'm sure they sell pretty well and they're super easy to repaint because you don't have to make a new mold for it. So I think the 501st being the most recognizable Clone Trooper paint job, it's got to be coming at some point or another. As far as an Imperial Armored Commando goes, though, it's one I'd really like to see because I think it's a super cool design, but, you know, it's a brand new mold that they can only ever use once, and so practically I don't see it happening just because there's no repaintability to it, but it's one I would love to see happen. So, who knows at this point, but fingers crossed. The next question says, the Rex re-release has been sold out for months now. Do you think they will do a restock before he's supposed to hit shelves in October? As far as like a pre-order restock goes, no, I don't think it'll happen. As far as right now goes, though, you can get him on Walmart for $29.99, which is a little bit higher than retail, but it's not a bad price at all. But, you know, if you don't want to spend that much on him, he should be very readily available after pre-order ship in October. I mean, if you look at a lot of the past re-releases, like your Commander Gree, your Commander Wolf, even your Commander Cody, all of them are still very, very cheap on the aftermarket, even Commander Bly, when they did get their re-release. And so, I think Captain Rex will be pretty, I don't say overproduced, but he'll be pretty readily available for a cheap enough price after the pre-order ship, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. And of course, he's going to go in stock everywhere too, so yeah, if you did miss the pre-orders, don't worry. But like I said, he is up on Walmart right now for a pretty good price if you do want to jump on that. The next question says, hey, I just wanted to ask if you think the Clones of the Republic line is living up to its fullest potential. I was thinking that a great 2-pack could be a Phase 1 and Phase 2 versions of each clone unit. Example, 212th Phase 1 and 212th Phase 2 2-pack. Would that be cool to fill some gaps? Yeah, definitely a great idea, and no, absolutely not do I think the Clones of the Republic line is living up to its fullest potential. They're releasing like one of these sets a year, and they're all like 2-packs from obscure comic books. It's Clones of the Republic, and we should be getting tons of clones from just various sources. Like, this should just be a great way and a great avenue for Hasbro to just start pumping out clone repaint after clone repaint. There's no reason they can't be doing single releases of these and be just pumping out random clone troopers like 212th Airborne, 41st Elite Scout, literally any of the clones from the Umbara arc, like your Hardcase or your Tup, your Dogma. There's so many different ones they could do. Something as simple as like a Phase 1 Waxer and Boyle. There's tons of different ones they could do, and I really think it's not living up to its fullest potential. The next question says, how likely do you think that Hasbro will give us pictures of the SDCC Black Series pipeline figures? Example, Clone Wars Anakin, Phase 1 Rex, etc. at HasCon this year. I picked up the Anakin and Rex as examples because they're the ones I'm most excited for. So, great question. If you guys didn't know, at San Diego Comic-Con, Hasbro pipelined all of these figures, and basically the question is, will we see them revealed at Hasbro PulseCon coming up here in just a few weeks? And honestly, it's pretty hard to tell. I think it really just depends on like how big Hasbro PulseCon is going to be, because I think last year it was only like the Captain Rex helmet and then Shin and Balin from the Ahsoka show, and so we didn't really get a ton of reveals, and so that's why I'm kind of thinking it's only going to end up being these 3 figures here, being the Luke, Leia, and then the is it Dagan, I believe his name is. That's what I think the 3 will be, but there's always a possibility we're going to get 1 or 2 or even the whole wave of these figures here. It's really hard to say, but I definitely do think we are going to be getting the Luke and Leia. I think they're brand new molds, and they're going to be a big seller item for Hasbro, and I think they're going to want to reveal them at something like Hasbro PulseCon, so I think those 2 are definitely going to be revealed. As far as the rest of these, I don't know. It's really hard to say. It's definitely possible, but at this point, it's hard to say. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video of Ask Loch Ness Monster. So if you did enjoy, go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment for next week's episode if you do want your question answered. Now, unfortunately, I can't always get to every single question, so if you do want to guarantee your question will get answered, consider going down and hitting that join button down below, because all channel members do get priority response to questions on Ask Loch Ness Monster. But that is going to do it for the video, so if you did enjoy, the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.